now joined by former Duke basketball great and current All-Star forward for the Chicago Bulls, Carlos Boozer. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Carlos, lately you've been talking a lot about taking personal responsibility for your health and fitness. Can you talk a little bit about the product that you've been promoting in order to do that?
Yeah, we're trying to promote this product called Zeal, and I've been a huge advocate for it. First of all, it basically just helps your wellness. Gives you the right nutrition, gives you the right blend of different antioxidants, nutrients, vitamins. Just to first of all, take better care of yourself. We all want to be healthy and live as long as we can. And two, it also helps you lose weight if you're overweight. If you're fit, but when you're a little bit fit, it also helps that as well. So I'm trying to promote it a little bit and give it a little bit of life down there and get more people signed up on it.
So why have you taken such an interest in keeping good care of your body now at this point in your career?
Yeah, last year was grueling. We knew we were going into a season that was going to be condensed. We're going to play almost 70 games in a 180-day span, like a really short span. And for me, I'm always very, very conscious about being fit. I love being in shape, but I wanted to take it to another level and be more conscious of what I eat, just eat a little bit better, and take things that will help me. And then, Zeal kind of fell into my lap, and it's just one of those things, one of those products that is good for you and it helps you. And so for me, it fit perfect. I went through the whole season injury-free and so on and so forth. So for me, I got behind it right away, and I want to try to pass it along.
Now, you'll be at the Marriott at Research Triangle Park Tuesday, September 11th. Can you tell our audience exactly what is going to happen at that event?
Oh, a lot. First, we're going to, obviously, it'll be very informative because we'll have the CEO and the co-founder of Zeal. He'll be there to talk to everybody about the benefits of Zeal from the inside out, what they put in the product, how it can help you in your wellness, how it can also help you lose weight. And they also have some testimonies of some people that have lost some amazing amount of weight, some people that have lost 50, 60 pounds, drinking Zeal. And obviously I'll be there. We're going to have some fun giveaways, Chicago Bulls jersey, a couple of Duke jerseys. But most importantly, it'll be more informative about Zeal because not only will it help you, for your fitness and your wellness, just being healthy, but it also is a good way to make some money. So it benefits everybody financially and physically, which is a very rare combination.
Let's shift to basketball now, Carlos. Obviously, you're coming off a very tough season shortened by the lockout. What have you been doing in the offseason to kind of get your body freshened up and ready to go again?
Yeah, a lot, man. I've been running a lot on the beach. I took up bike riding, a little bit like Lance Armstrong. I've been riding. I live in Miami, where we have a lot of, and obviously the weather's great. But I've been riding over a couple of bridges on the water and doing some different kinds of cardio that way. I'm swimming a lot, doing cardio that way. And then on the court, I've just been trying to tighten up every aspect of my game and try to come into the season as the most complete player I can be. I've worked on my ball handling, my shooting, my health side defense, my rebounding, my passing, my free throw shooting. Just every aspect I can. Because obviously this year we're going to do without Rose for the first few months, and depending on how his rehab goes, it could be a long time before we have him back. We may not have him back until close to the playoffs. So I know that when you have a player like that out, all of us have to step up. I'm taking responsibility on myself to be one of those players that step up. So I wanted to come in knowing I was going to have a lot more responsibility this year.
Shifting to Duke basketball now, Carlos, as a former Duke basketball great, what are your expectations for this team this season, especially coming off a tough tournament loss to Lehigh last year?
Yeah, well, the great thing about Duke basketball is Coach K. And it's no secret. He does a phenomenal job of bringing all types of talent together and making them as competitive as they can be. I remember the year that our class came in. There was myself, Jay Williams, Mike Downey, Casey Sanders, and Andre Buckner, and Nick Horvath. And there were six of us. We all came in, and they had just lost. Elton went number 1 in the draft, Tracy Langdon, Corey Maggette, and William Avery. So everybody thought we were going to have a rebuilding year. We got 6 freshmen. 3 of us were starters. And we went all the way to the Sweet 16 and made some noise and got some experience. We ended up losing to Florida, who ended up winning the national championship that year. And then the next year, we ended up winning the championship. We were led by Shane Battier, in his senior year. So I think a lot of people underestimate how good a team can be because they underestimate Coach K. He does a phenomenal job of taking talent, no matter what class. It could be freshmen, could be sophomores, could be juniors, could be seniors, and able to blend them together and mix them together, to be competitive competitive and have a chance to win a title. So, in my opinion, as long as we got Coach K on the bench, we'll always have a chance to compete for a title.
Let's talk a little bit about Mason Plumlee now, Carlos, a guy who plays a similar position that you have done in both the pros and in college. What do you think of his game, and what are your expectations for him, especially as a senior leader on this squad this season?
Oh, big time. Big time. Obviously, him being upperclassman and, having the experience that he's had, a lot of the weight will fall on his shoulders to lead. Everything that I've heard about him, I don't know him personally, but everything I've watched about him, learned about him, watched him on TV, heard from the coaches, Wojo and Coach K, that he's a great character guy, great guy, all about his team. He's a team-first kind of guy. But he's also a lot of very, 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 very passionate and wants to win, which is a great asset. And with his athleticism and his drive and his focus, I think it'll be a natural fit for him to be leader of that team and take him as far as he can.
All right, last question for you, Carlos. Duke basketball, how far do you see them going this season?
For me, it's just championship. That's what we always go for. I'm not going to hold this group of guys to anything less. If you think about the history of Duke basketball, with Brian Hale and Bobby Hurley and Christian Laettner, and obviously our class that came through, and then the guys that came after us. It's championship. We don't play for Sweet 16s. We don't play for making a tournament. We don't even play for number one rank during the season. We play for championships, and that's got to be the goal. And I think as long as they work hard, they do it together. There's always going to be during the season. There's always ups and downs. But as long as they stay together, they continue to grow, and they'll have a chance. There's a lot of good teams out there, but I think we're going to be one of them, and we'll have a chance to win a title this year.
You can find more information on Carlos Boozer's cause at www.teamcbooz.com, or you could follow him on Twitter at Mr. C. Booz. Once again, Carlos Boozer, thanks a lot for joining us.
Hey, Danny, thank you very much.